We are live. 2022 Keystone Semifinals as take on Cramm Bees. And with the comeback for the war against Top Gun, can he get one on the left side and pulled right down? This pass rush coming in. It's going to be a tough one to stop. I'm trying to find a Cramm Central, but I do not have one. If anyone has one, to me. Fourth down coming. Try to run away. Nowhere to go. James and Brock. That's tandem. Up on the inside.
First and short, guys. First and short.
I mean, don't have the Cramm Central logo, so I'm assuming this is okay to do. I don't know if people might be bothered by this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Demons logo as the Cramm logo for this game, because that's the closest thing I got to. Time out. So Cramm does not come on there fully. I don't know why I had that. Do the white background one to distinguish it a little bit. Complete. Right down. As close as I got to it. Game lagging? Oh, okay. I see what's happening. It's because of the fact that the way they did this update is just so weird that it's a lot different than my old way of doing this. Alright, bear with me, fellas. That's odd. That shouldn't be happening. Where are we at right now? Lagging? Are we lagging? Still? Let me know. Boom. Takes a snap. Second down. Cramm. Like I said, I'm just going to use that white Demons logo. I think that works. Not quite, but close enough. One. There we go. Boom, throw those hold right down. Third and goal. Sorry guys, getting warmed up. For Cramm Central. Pretty cold morning compared to yesterday. Boone have nowhere to go. A lot of space. In. He's small and nimble and get around the rush sometimes, but that time he wasn't able. Had enough space initially to make a miss, but could not quite get away in the end. If possible. Might change it up a little bit logo-wise. It won't be surprising me.
10 seconds.
He's that hand switch.
Snap. Oh, the second back good there. Ball up and it's intercepted by Larry. He might have been. We thought of that, but he might have been better off letting it go down. See where they was in the end zone. Just had to make sure. Here comes TJ Williams. Last time we saw the Killer Bees was a few weeks ago, rather. I'm still waking up. And they went out there and ultimately defeated Chaos. They could be beating Chaos again today. We do know they meet Chaos next Sunday in Washington County. Williams. Except to his right, stepping up now to the middle. Then to the left, throwing back to the left. Complete. Wide open, spaces to go. Lagging. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I might do a reset after this game or something. Maybe halftime I'll do a restart and see how it works. I tried not to, but we'll see. Typically, but it looks good too. So it could be the area. Like Verizon and PA is give or take sometimes. So we'll see. We did a switch this morning. Got everything going. We're back to our usual streaming service that we try to give you here on TBT. Bees play in Washington County next week as well, so their season won't be done this weekend. Cramm Central, they as well will play next weekend on some team or another. Flip the camera real quick. I don't know if that'll work. Complete to the left side, pull right down. Camera, I don't know, it could, I think it also could be this new Camera-Fi update is terrible. I am not a fan of how they did this update. This is a terrible update. Like, I'm shaking my head at this update right now. It's not buffering or temporary access. I'm trying to figure out where that's stemming from. I'm going to have to reset it I'll reset at halftime so that way if maybe it could be more. Could be that, could also be overcast skies in PA, who knows. Could also be this phone's old and trash, like myself. Williams, making everybody miss. He's going to be the X Factor. Note the QB matchup, Chris Boone, TJ Williams. Who could forget the matchup they had here in 2020 when Team Blunt Talk defeated the Reckless Villains 32-31. Williams saw he had the game-winning drive on TBT until Kyle Marshall ultimately routed back to the game-winning field goal at the end, following a drive by Chris Boone. That almost went the distance. Needed one kick from Kyle, and that gave Blunt Talk the one tight end, 4 wide receivers. All start. Back goes the Bees. See what the Killer Bees could do here. Try to get this figured out. Surprisingly, albeit the defensive players on both sides, it's not too surprising given the talent, but Boone and TJ, always a dual rivalry. It goes all the way back to Winchester 8-man. Hey, catch down the field. Go right down. First down. Williams, one tight end, 4 wide. Williams, looks like a plate. Wow. And a flag coming. See if you have the distance for the Killer Bees, trying to go out there and win their. Talk about their postseason history in this league. Team going back to 2018, one of the founding five alongside the X-Dogs and the Spartans scored out as part of the what is a current for you to envy team. We don't know what their status will be going forward. Spring 18, they were a semifinalist. Lost to the Ship Flip Gators. Champions in fall 18. Quarter has been called. We'll fix that in a moment. A good chance. Champions in spring and fall 18 beating the Gators. Semi-finalists in spring 19 to the X-Dogs. Runner-up in fall 19 to the Misfits. TJ Williams stepping up himself, trying to get this ball off complete. Right. Oh, it bumbled. The delay will not stop the play. It's a hard catch at first, but still managed to get big yards. Down to about the 2-3 yard line. Right now, the Killer Bees have an opportunity. Williams trying to get his first league championship as a starting quarterback. Running himself, pulled right down. We're going to go to the other end zone. This is quite a different day from what it's been all week. Hot temperatures, humidity all over. It was a rough one all week here in the Fort State in terms of the heat, but today we have gone down to absolute chill. High wind, overcast skies. The high today is supposed to be 71, but it feels closer to 51. A very unseasonable day up here. Championship, you sure would think it was a fall game right now. Goes to the left side, Bob when they complete. Timeout called. 4th and goal, 4th and goal. So big time 4th out here for the Killer Bees. We mentioned 2020 runner-up in KFFL, the Team Blunt Talk. Spring 21. Spring 21, they were champions. Defeated the X-Dogs to get there, as well as West Virginia Venom and the Tri-State Spartans along the way. Last fall, quarterfinalists to the X-Dogs. They've also been in both KFFL tournaments. They finished last in the Summer Sizzler. They were a minus 24 for that tournament. Losing to X-Dogs and Team Blunt Talk, finishing at a minus 27. Trying to win their 3rd Keystone championship. Williams gets this ball off. Caught. Where is he? In. Keeps it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Killer Bees! Tyler protesting, but well, we'll see. Brian saying something. Brian says he might see something else. Tyler says short.
Everything landed on this
What's Brian think? What's Keith think? That's the biggest thing? We'll see what it is.
Right. Give it to him. Let him on the other side. Let's do it. The ball was out. No, he's right. Fucking idiot, bro. What a fucking idiot. No, his body was never seen. Never been in the plane. When he touched, I made contact with him as he's going down. Fucking dumbass. He didn't even roll in.
Touchdown, Killer Bees. 6-0. Great play all the way. Whether it was good or not, who knows? Williams on this extra point. Right to the net. Incomplete, 6-0. Here we go. Boone back on offense. Trying to win what would be his 4th overall Keystone Flag Football League championship. Remember, he had 3 with Team Blunt Talk. Summer Sizzler, Winter Chiller, and the 2020 Undisputed Championship. Complete to that right side to Parker, pulled right down. He was a runner-up with the Misfits last year when they got to the championship, to the Wolverines. Jamie Lagana's team came up here to ship and took over, got the victory. And that was Boone's first loss on this field. Oddly enough, he's actually had more losses on this field than he has had in the last 7 months compared to what he had the previous 2-3 years playing. Sack City. It's been a tough go of him and this Cramm Central team. Took a loss to Chaos earlier in the year, but they avenged that. Took a loss to the X-Dogs earlier in the year, but they've proven to match with them too. We'll see what we get. Boone trying to win his 4th Keystone Flag Football League championship overall, as we mentioned. Summer, winter, undisputed. Try to take this spring championship. A man who's had a dynasty in both Keystone and Washington County in the 81 corridor, and much, much more of showtime. And also playing on Free Smoke. You see him wearing that jersey right now. Close to that left side complete. Ant Smith, who's had a couple championships of his own up here on the Killer Bees. Big catch, first down. Talk about Ant last year. He was on the Bees squad that won that championship game. Remember, he had the game-winning pick on Keenan Poehler to get the dub against the Spartans. Ant was also there in 18 when the Bees won the championship. He's going for his overall, what would be his 4th league championship in Keystone. 2 with the Bees, 1 with Team Blunt Talk. He's got 4 championships overall in Keystone. A Winter Chiller Championship in 2019 with Team Blunt Talk. Him and Boone with TBT both times. Boone moving around, dancing around. Making that defense work. Throws it deep. Incomplete. Nowhere to go. Boone had time, he moved around, he tried to find someone open, but there was nobody there, no avail. Second game of the day, as we mentioned earlier, Chaos beat For You to Envy via forfeit. That may appear to be the end of the For You to Envy group, at least. We'll see what happens with that core, both sides of it, going forward. Not a lot of people are happy on that side. And it's understandable given the circumstances. He worked way too hard to get this far just for that. People don't appreciate the hours and money and time it takes. Too high, incomplete. Boone had Parker open. He was on collar tie. That would have been 6 easily if Parker came up with it. 3rd down coming up for Chris Boone and company. Cramm Central, Killer Bees. Semifinals here in Keystone. Bees going for their 3rd KFFL League championship. Cramm going for their 1st.
Hey, the Bees can't get their 3rd unless I'm over there.
And to speak of facts, so far, he's 2 for 2 with championships in the Killer Bees. He was the QB in the 18. Had that game when he picked me match in the semis last spring. Was he the key to the Bees? There's the deep Boone. Too high, incomplete. Don't forget though, his brother Lurie was over there as well, and Lurie is there today wearing that Misfits jersey. See him right there with Moats. Lurie also won that team in fall 18 and spring 21. A lot of guys familiar with each other on both sides. They know each other well. 2-minute warning has been called. Fourth down. Bad, incomplete. Todd and Tivis coming in. Bees ball.
Let's go. Go. Let's go. Here we go. First down. That way.
I'm going to restart this at halftime, fellas.
10 seconds, Q. 10 seconds.
Williams. One tight. Two on the right, two on the left. Pull right down from behind. Nowhere to go. Let me know how the quality is, guys. Like if it's still like lagging. I think it might be just me needed to reset it from switching out the SIM card earlier. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's also skies, although I see some blue coming out. Been a lot of gray though. Williams. Is that a catch? Big time. Touchdown, Killer Bees. We've seen this offense do it in Washington County all season, but Williams is hobbling. He's gotten the points, but the problem is he's got to play through a tough one now. He took a hit, but he took a shot as well for 6. 12-0 Killer Bees. Pixelated. I'm going to reset it, Regan. That's kind of odd. Maybe when I zoomed it might have been, though. Yeah, I'm going to reset. That's what I'm thinking is the case, is that I just needed to do a reset before I did the stream, which didn't quite think about that. That was an old like software tip I remember from college. I should have listened. We got this.
10 seconds in the huddle. 10 seconds.
This wind is crazy. I didn't expect fall weather up here today, but here we are. Lurie. Stepping up. Right in. $13-0, Don. 13-0.
Let's go, let's go. That one wasn't there.
1 minute.
13. Yeah, I'm still getting that buffer thing. That is odd. Yeah, I'll fix it. I just hate when I have these weird lag issues, but I think it is a case where I need a reset. 13-0 right now in favor of the Killer Bees. Update is so bad on camera 5. Sheesh. Let's get this game going though. Chris Boone stepping up. He's got to get. Oh, got the ball right off the Tyler Spencer. Teammates on TBT and Misfits and ADR before. Those two go back a long ways. They won a league championship together in the fall of 2018 in Washington County. They won 3 championships together on Team Blunt Talk as well. Boom. Stepping around, stepping up, firing. Incomplete.
That's the second fucking time you did that, man. Chill out.
Incomplete. B's defense is playing excellently right now against Chris Boone and this Cramm Central offense. Boom. Wait a second, please. Oh, body and out of bounds. First championship being crowned for league play down here in the DMV. We already have 1 league champion, or rather 2, I should say, in 9-man league play this year. Death Row down in South Florida. And Chops play at XFFL. There's a sack play here, but there's a flag as well by Don Brown. Gonna call it on Connor Todd while he's wearing the Spartan shorts? Yes, he is. So they're saying he hits Parker's arm. So there is going to be a flag there on the Killer Bees. $13-0. 25 seconds in the half. Boom. Twist. Pitch. No. Forward pitch, I believe. Yes, it is. Not the pitch you needed. That's a forward pitch. That's a loss of yards. And I do believe by rule that may be a 10-second runoff. And if that is the case, then all of a sudden, that whole play is completely negated. Boo has to use that timeout, so we'll see. If they use it, it is not a runoff. That is the rule, technically. Let's see what they rule here. At least that's the rule I've always interpreted.
It doesn't matter, we need to fucking score. That's what I'm saying.
First and goal. We're going down here to the end zone. Can the Bees get a stop? Looks like we're not going to actually make it, so let's back up. Boom, 7 up. Sack City. Tivis coming in. The X Factor. Came in like a bullet. And pierced right through that line.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
Tivis trying to get himself a Keystone championship. He's got himself 2 Washington County League championships down 81 with AFN and Broadaxe, but he wasn't there either time it happened. Today Tivis is here though. Is that a bad omen? I don't remember. Tivis wasn't here last year either. If he was here, it would have been different. But if he wasn't here, would they have won it? We don't know. We'll see what happens today. Tivis coming into that big sack on Boone. Boone trying to get it off again. Firing it too deep. Intercepted. Not what you needed before half. Pull right down. Killer Bees with a big stop before halftime. Big time play, big time pick. And I do believe that is half. With the score, Killer Bees 13, Cramm Central nothing. We're gonna reset. We'll be right back. We got a second half underway. I'm saying buffering. Sometimes it might. I have no focus. All that, fellas. All up. I zoomed on Boom when he was trying to completely started trying to get it to focus. Set this stuff. All kinds of technical difficulties. Archer. It's gonna be a dead ball. I'd say. Feet game. But I guess they came back over there, but didn't go back. Who went to score there to Parker? Up, I'm gonna hear about it later. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't do much either. In between stuff, resetting it and everything. I don't know. The update on this app, just haven't used it today. Stepping up. And pushed to the sideline, out of bounds. I think it's so too. Usually the service with this SIM card up here. But I don't know. They did do an update on this app with the scoreboard and it's terrible. We'll be the first person. And it kind of, I think every time I pull it up to try to change the score now, it just, every time I read something, it's after I change the scoreboard. If y'all noticing that too, let me know so I can try to come up with something else or figure out something better. I don't want to have this run the whole time. I just hate the fact that it's like that. I'll put it back in or something, I don't know. Usually I don't have this issue. That's a new one for me. But I heard I had some similar issues at OC, so who knows. I'm tired of this whole phone. Williams bat up. Incomplete. Incomplete.
Hey, corner right.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. Give me a form, guys. I'm trying. I don't know what's up with that. I might look over in between two. It's kind of just weird that it's doing that today. Incomplete. But you never know with cell phone service, especially. Or in guy case, old ass phones. In this case, the Killer Bees have the game in right. Let's get off this topic completely. Let's go on to this game. Killer Bees right now are down by 7. But Cramm Central are up by 7. I'm confused, my bad. Killer Bees are up by 7. I'm terrible today.
10 seconds, Q.
Cramm is up by 6 on terms of what they scored in the second half. Overall, though, it's still Bees 13-6. They maintain what they did in the first half here on offense. But Brock Klein is trying to put a stop to it. Coming in there, and they stop Brock.
Same thing. Same thing because. What do you see? I need that to wake you up. Jack comes through. You gotta keep going. You don't go to Worcester, you just tell his ass back up.
How we looking, fellas? See what TJ Williams could do. Close to that right side. Intercepted. And on that time pick. And it is 6. No one's chasing him. And it's going to punt it, well, way down yonder. Touchdown. Cramm Central. 13-12. 13-12. TJ Williams just threw that has shifted the momentum of this game. My God. He threw that fade into that right side, and Ant was right there to take it home. And he sent that ball all the way to the Pizza Hut across the street. An ill-timed interception. In a matter of only 5 plays, this is going from a Killer Bee blowout to a tie ball game potential. We can get this extra point off. See what he can do. Unreal what we just witnessed. Brock held it. This good.
I got a block, a touchdown, a pick. I got a sack, and a sack. I don't like that. Let's go. I'm sorry, bro. I know you I got a block. Let's go, man.
Williams. Timeout called. Tyler not happy about that. He's just having all kinds of issues today. There we go. Lose this board for a minute. Just to maybe fix some things. Right side, way back there. But they got to pull flag still, and they will. The first time ever we've had the scoreboard crash. This app is going wild today. Sheesh.
There's nobody over there.
Going back to this. Might need a new app at the end of this one. Williams. Running it. Let's say flags pulled. Yes, sir. Delete that image. There we go. 13-12. Second half so far has been nothing but Cramm. Killer Bees have been unable to get anything really going. They got some yards in that last drive, only for a pick six to follow that up. Now they got to do something. 4th and long. What's the situation and what's the play call for the Bees will be the question. Next Dog's warming up over there. They got chaos next.
No, quick.
Williams. Intercepted by Ed again. 2 picks by Ed in this quarter. The Killer Bees, in about roughly a matter of only 8 plays, have gone from running away with this game to having to maintain a lead, to having to get a score, to now having to get a stop because Cramm can get the lead easily here. This was 13-0 at halftime. What has happened to the Killer Bees? In the quarter. Tri-State Spartan players are getting flashbacks to that comeback last year. Bees are on the wrong end of that this time. We're good. They started the whistle. I'll go. Goodbye, I'm Boone. They had just blown him when I crossed the line. Here we go, Boone. No throw. Wide freaking open. Where on earth is this Killer Bees team? Touchdown, Cramm Central, 18-13. What is happening?
Them niggas getting fucking dismantled over there. That's what the fuck's happening. Not me. Oh, you doing your job.
Ant has killed the Bees in this second half with 2 interceptions. 1 for 6, one that led to 6. And in a matter of 9 plays, this goes from a 13-point lead of the Bees to a 5-point lead for Cramm Central. And a swing of 18 points in a matter of 12 minutes of play. What a comeback. Killer Bees collapsing. Reminiscent of the Tri-State Spartans last spring. The Bees on the other side of it this time. We seen it with the Whack Rebels against the Blackhawks in Maffle a couple years ago. Back in the end zone, got it. Polo again, 20-13. I have said it before, I'll say it again. It's never over. 20-13, Cramm Central. A 20-point swing in 12 minutes. And in a span of only what will be 10 plays since then. Bees were going very slow down the field. And this collapse has been wild. But as quick as they lost the lead, just as fast could TJ Williams lead it back. Remember, Killer Bees lead both leagues in least amount of plays, but it's because of their quick strike ability. TJ comes in and one plays at Madden style a lot of the times. He's just got to find that matchup. It's hard to find, though, in this experienced secondary of Cramm Central. Going to throw complete to that middle. Left side, pulled right down. Let's see what they can rally here late. Down 7 in the fourth quarter. It was 13-0 in favor of Killer Bees at halftime. And it just seems to happen like clockwork in these Keystone playoffs. Collapses late in games. Go back twice last year. Not just that, but when the Demons were up 10-0 on Misfits before the Misfits rallied back to win that one. Chris Boone on the other side of that one. He's there today for a comeback, and one reminiscent of the Broad X one in 2019 in Greencastle. Williams stepping up. Got to make something happen. He can't get anywhere. Cortez getting him out past the line. Or not Cortez, it's Damien wearing a 20 jersey. My bad, I'm out of it. Or was this Cortez? Who pulled it there? My bad, I'm out of it. I looked at the 20, it's Damien. Or was it? They're both in the vicinity. I'm looking at two people at once, man. Wake up. Bro, I'm too hyped about this game. This is crazy. I ain't wake up. Bro. I ain't wake my ass up. Y'all got me too crazy right now. Jane Smith, you hitting it right. Jesus. This game's a rush if you're on the field, I'm telling you. Jordan right side, incomplete. Nowhere to go for Williams Company. Sheesh. He's trying to get back to the championship game. It was 13-0. We said the same thing a year ago when they came back on the Tri-State Spartans. Said the same thing when Boone was down to a 7-point spread 5 years ago in Mason-Dixon. Williams trying to get away. Anywhere to get away from this rush. Fires it deep. Intercepted. Sean Parker. 3 picks in the second half for Cramm Central. Doing it the Cramm way. Defensive football. Flag is out by Don. Pitch going back. Tyler has it now, but I don't think it'll stand. Touchdown is the rule at the moment. 3 interceptions in the second half for Cramm Central. Defense has always been how this team has won. This Cramm group going back to the program days. Going back long before that. Don threw the flag right before Tyler got the ball.
Look good, though. Still going to edit it.
Cramm Central. 3 turnovers they have forced in this second half. And the Killer Bees right now, I want to say in a matter of about 8 plays, have had 3 picks, 3 incompletions, and 2 completions. And the 13-0 lead that was there at halftime is long gone.
Yo, I got this beat.
6 minutes and Boone has the ball. And you can tell Chris Boone is feeling it with the way he's come out here in this second half. Him and his whole Cramm Central team has come together in the best way.
Look at the formation. Boone, you gotta listen. Lock in, Boone.
Ready.
Boone takes it, throws.
That's how you get the ball out of your
Well, let's see if they had a pull there. I was looking for the whistle. So I thought I saw a pull, but there was not. Second down coming up.
Here we go, Boone.
Cranfield, Ant, Tez, Tyler, Polo on the field. A lot to make things happen for Chris Boone. Who's he going to go to? Polo again. A lot of the old TBT approach coming out right now. I always felt Polo's best ball was at wide receiver for TBT with Chris Boone throwing to him. He became one of the better possession receivers in this region during that time period. As part of an offense that was just on fire every single week. And you're still seeing that today in the form of this Cramm team. Boone. Throws, right side, left side. Pulled right down. Cranfield with a great catch and run.
I like what I see. Keep it up.
Cramm driving. Got it earlier, Bees, 3 picks, 3 incompletions, 2 completions in the second half. On the contrary, 2 touchdowns and 2 completions for Cramm. Maybe 1 incompletion. This dead ball we added to it too. Just 2 radically different games from the first half to the second. Chaos. They're hyped up. They got the X-Dogs coming up. Old generation and new generation. Albeit there's a lot of long-time leaders. Trying to get a championship win, both in both leagues here in Keystone and over in Washington County. Boone's going to be hit as he threw it. Oh, Todd almost picked it. Boone looking for a flag, and there is none out there. Oof, I don't say anything, but I don't know what you mean. I'm not making any faces. Very close there to a pick, but also close there to a penalty as well. That's a very gray area there. B's got to play careful. B's got to play smart. Boone got to be a little more careful throwing though too. Todd right there could have had it. Todd on the opposite end of that Top Gun comeback from a few weeks ago. Boone firing it up. Incomplete. Third down coming up. Now, even if they don't get a touchdown here, they still got Archer who can kick. And Archer has a lot of range. I saw him just narrowly miss against the NTB Wolfpack back at Worlds in 2020 when he was up there with combined forces. That little Maryland Raiders, Chargers, and Baltimore Hawks hybrid that was down there at Nationals. Came very close to knocking off the Wolfpack that day. 1-yard field goal. Like, I give him props, so that was a hell of a kick he has. So it shows he's more than capable of making kicks like that. You get at least a little space. A touchdown here would be perfect if you're Cramm. Field goal ain't a bad thing either. Boom. Incomplete. We'll put it like this. It's incomplete. I don't think that's a bad thing. It does stop the clock if you are the killer bees. That's their advantage. But we'll see what Cramm does here. I would give Archer a chance. I would let him have a shot here, but so far you have seen the up front kicking game has not been there. Regardless, if it does not get it, it would be at the 20. Unless they blocked it and caught it in the air and somehow got a return off from that. We'll see here, though. At the very least, if you are Cramm, if you don't score, at least advance the ball as close to the goal line as you can. 6 is big. But if you can back up the Bees too, it ain't a bad thing. Make them able to all second half. They've had nothing. TJ Williams has been a turnover machine. Boom. Going for the matchup. Good for the Bees. No points allowed. They stop them in the most favorable position. Cramm did not kick it. They did not try to go underneath. Boone wanted to go for 6. See what the Killer Bees could do. This man has played a lot of downs this year. He has stepped on the field, thrown a shot, and walked right back off. But this second half, those 1 shots have been turnovers. And when the shots ain't hitting, it's time to take another drink and change it up. See what kind of shot TJ Williams takes here. He's got to be careful though. Ant's had his number, and he's over there. A lot of good DBs right now too. Right open. Where is the coverage? Oh, did he hit that bench? I think he might have taken close to the bench. Big play, first down in favor of the Killer Bees. TJ found a hole in that secondary. And you could have driven a truck through that hole with how much space he had. They gotta hurry up. I thought he might have been out of bounds of a clock stoppage, but I don't think there was one. I think the clock's still running, so we're gonna keep walking. If Cramm can hold up, this will go down as one of the greatest comebacks that we've seen in 9-man flag football. Talk about the all-time great games we've seen up here at Shippensburg. The comeback last spring between Killer Bees and the Spartans. When the Spartans led 14-0, they had a shot at 21, but they couldn't hold on. Bees on the opposite side this time, and this does not bode well coming into next week either, if they don't hold on here. They need as much momentum as they can get. Williams moving around. Fires it. Incomplete. Second down. High winds. It's been quite the contrast from the last few days. We talked about the heat and humidity that hit all week. It has not been the case this week. Snap to Williams. Going end zone. Sailed by pick number 4. 2 by Parker in this half. 2 by Ant. Play is still going. Parker's just got to do what Sean Parker wants to do. Pick 6, number 2 of the half. 4th overall in this game. Twice by Parker, twice by Ant. 26-13.
I smoke crack on the weekends.
2 passing touchdowns, 2 pick sixes, and Cramm Central is headed to the finals.
They quiet now.
Sean Parker doing the Killer Bees dirty on the end of that play. What an ending.
Thank you.
Hey, that's game. Line up.
Nobody was going to pull the flag, and then they stepped up to get him, and then they all missed him. Killer Bees blow it. They're going to have to bounce back next week. Going to be a different squad than the one we see out here today. So we'll see what Cardi and company, and especially TJ, we know he'll be there next week for the Bees. We'll see what they have for the Washington County playoffs when they take on Chaos next Sunday at 9 a.m. down at Falling Waters. And we'll see what Cramm Central does as well with the championship game coming up against the winner of X-Dogs and Chaos. Till then, I'm signing off for now. I'm Joey Blaze. We'll see you in a little bit for
Slime season, man. We got a chip to get, baby.
How you feeling, Webb? Doing good. 26-13. Cramm to the chip. Dogs versus Chaos next.